We will be providing some guidance, which will look like an FAQ, a frequently asked question. I hate acronyms. We will be providing some guidance, which will look like an FAQ, a frequently asked question. I hate acronyms. We will be providing some guidance, which will look like an FAQ, a frequently asked question. I hate acronyms.
Hey, so Jen Psaki hates acronyms. But the problem is, Jen Psaki, I don't even think you know what an acronym is. Because an acronym, FAQ, is not an acronym. And I hate to do this. I mean, today I didn't want to bring everybody down to grammar school here today, but it looks like we're going to have to do it. An acronym is when you abbreviate a word or words and you come up with an entirely another word. For example, the word AIDS, that would be considered an acronym. What is the full wording for AIDS? Acquired immune deficiency syndrome. So then when you break it down into an abbreviation, you then come up with another word. What? AIDS. What's another one? NASA. That's an acronym. It means National Aeronautics and Space Administration. So then when you abbreviate it, you got an entirely another word, which is NASA. In order to have a acronym, you have to be able to you abbreviate the word, but then you break it down to where you have another word. OSHA. That would be an acronym. ASAP is an acronym. ASAP, as soon as possible. But all like FAQ, anytime you have this, even anytime you spell out all the letters, FAQ, DVD, IBM, the FBI, these are all what you call initialisms. But we have some simple-minded people that they'll refer to these words as acronyms. Or, well, let's just give you the benefit of the doubt. Why don't we just give you the benefit of the doubt and say you didn't mean to say you don't like acronyms, but you meant to say you don't like initialisms. So in other words, you don't like FAQ. Okay. What about BLM? How about the NCAACP? What about the LGBTQ community? I wonder how they all feel about how you hate words that start with letters. I wonder how they gonna feel about this. I wonder how the CIA and the FBI, the NBA and the NFL, I wonder how they're gonna take this. So all that are part of the alphabet community, the BLMs, the LGBT community, I want to see you getting outraged. Are you going to get outraged over this? But of course, nobody's going to call these Democrats out on nothing, because they are some of the biggest hypocrites in the world. To say one thing and do another. Maybe that's why we have so many hypocritical Americans. Because when you got the people in power that are hypocrites, what do you think the people underneath them gonna be? But you know, this wouldn't be nothing new. Where you got people in political power, and they're not as intelligent as you and I. You even had presidents of this country that didn't have any education. Andrew Johnson, he never attended a day of school in his entire life, and somehow became the 17th president of this country. So Mrs. Jen Psaki, I guess you can't feel too bad that you didn't know what an acronym was. So you can pat yourself on the back. You obviously is not as dumb as some other folks.